Hey all, Daniel Aaron here, your guide to vibrant living coach, teacher, writer, and 2 days, 48 hours, 51 hours until a special, powerful new moon here. And it's just 2 weeks before the solstice, which for those of us over here in North America means we are coming up to the darkest day of the year, which, if you think about it in terms of quantum physics, dark is the infinite field of possibility, the field of pregnant field, the dark space, the void from which everything comes, which got out there a little bit, which relates to what I want to share with you today about this new moon, which is to say that the next 4 days is a pregnant, potent time. New moon is where the sun and the moon are together in the sky, also known as dark moon. That is a time which is the end, the next 2 days, the end of the last moon cycle and the beginning of a new moon cycle, which this time happens to correspond very nicely with the fact that Mercury, who has been going, relatively speaking, in retrograde, which means, simply put, the normal energies of Mercury, which have to do with communication, connections, left brain thinking, linear, rational, has been a little bit obscured or backwards, so it's been a little bit fuzzy. Mercury retrograde, the last 3 weeks, is an invitation from the universe, perhaps, to go within, to be a little bit less focused on trying to get things done out here and a little bit saying what's going on in here. It's a little bit of a visionary time. So the last couple of days of that at this new moon also happens to correspond with the fact that Neptune and Mars are together in the sky, exactly square to this new moon. What does that mean? Technically speaking, sun and moon right here, Mercury and Mars right here, they're in a square 90-degree relationship, which means there's some friction, there's some challenge, there's some energy to create breakthroughs in this realm. Now, by the way, what I do with astrology and the way I work with it is that I take complex ideas and I highlight different aspects of it, and then I synthesize, bring them together in a way that will make sense and be useful to you, inshallah. And if it hasn't got to that point yet, don't worry, because we're still in it, and it will get there soon. Promise. All right. Now, Mars and Neptune. Mars is the planet of energy. The symbol of it is the symbol of man. It's about action, about desire. It's the warrior energy. It's what I want. Neptune, on the other hand, is the energy of mysticism. Neptune is the collective unconsciousness. Neptune is that dark mystical field. Neptune is the part of us that knows that we are all connected. Neptune is also a little bit tricky to navigate here in this physical Newtonian plane, which all seems very real and solid. Neptune reminds us that no, actually, it's mostly space, it's mostly possibility. Conventional wisdom holds, though, that it's all real. So what does that mean? Means that right now we are in a period, a window, a week or so, Mars, Neptune, of where our desires might be a little bit more compassion oriented, might be a little more spiritual or mystical. It might be a especially good time to go into the mystery and discover, actually, what is it that I really want? What is my desire? And for those of us that are tend toward achieving and alpha state type of, go get it type A personalities driving forward, right? It's a little bit like we're driving forward into a mist right now, and we have to slow down a little bit. And I invite you into the consideration, especially for the next 2 days, maybe the next 4, that this is a really, really good time to indeed slow down, go into the fog, go into the mystery, and imagine, visualize, what do we wish for? And not necessarily go out and get it right now. A little bit more, say, step back and say, how do I want to feel? What do I want to create? And this is an especially good time for that Because what else is happening right now? 2 weeks from the solstice, December 5th. Oh yeah, holidays, right? Which, I don't know how it is for you. I'm newly back into North America, and my 11-year-old daughter, who grew up in Bali, experienced mostly holidays as in whatever we created, whatever we shared about it. Now, here in the US and in a lot of places in the world now, there is an influx of information, teaching, energy, largely from advertisers, marketers, saying this is what the holiday is about, and it is about stuff, materialism, and so a season that is often stressful for people could be something entirely different. And how do we create it to be that? Well, it starts with our belief and our vision, which is to say, I encourage you in these next 2-4 days to also go within and feel into what holiday do I wish to create? How do I wish to live this holiday? And if I know that meaning does not come from stuff, material possessions, things I buy, what meaning do I want to create from this holiday? Is it a holiday? Is it a holy day? Is it a holy days? Totally up to you. As Shakespeare said, there is no true or untrue, Hamlet, except that thinking maketh it so. So, recap. Special new moon. Mars, Mercury, mystical, visionary. Mars, Neptune, mystical, visionary, combining with this new beginning, saying, ooh, there is a lot of potency in the infinite field. Meanwhile, Mercury, who's been going backwards, is about to go forward. So look for, perhaps come Friday, Saturday, some things that have been in the potential bubbly, not quite clear on how to act or what to get going, will start forward in a newly connected, clear, communicable way. And then one more little bonus I'll give you. It happens also that as Mercury goes forward, it's coming, pardon me, I'm just going to take a quick peek at my note just to make sure I got it right. Yes, as Mercury is going forward, it also lines up nicely with Chiron, the wounded healer, and the north node of the moon, which you could say is our destiny in some way. Which is to say, as we come through this period, there is special opportunity, and I encourage you to invest words, healing, gratitude as you vision come inside, and then as you come out of that, a little bit of a declaration, or a lot of bit of a declaration, as in, this is who I am, this is what I want. It's a very potent, powerful time for it. All right. On that note, I shall bid you adieu. I hope this has been fun, useful, at least innocuous. It's a special little time for us here, y'all. I hope you create the most out of this new moon, and that it launches you into the most holy days, beautiful experience you've had ever up to this point in your life.